Hey, hey. All right, so for those who don't know me, my name is Indigo. I am a physical therapist assistant. I am also a yoga instructor. I've been teaching yoga since about 2013, and I haven't taught a yoga class in almost 2 weeks now, as I'm in Washington State here in America. We are currently under mandatory quarantine, which means all the places where I teach yoga class, they've been closed up for over 2 weeks now, for about 2 weeks or so now. So I kind of want to make this for my yoga students, and then just to put this out into the world. I'm also a professional belly dancer. I perform and have taught classes for years. And again, haven't been teaching a single dance class. Although I have been taking some classes online with some great instructors, so that's been really exciting for me. So this yoga practice we're gonna do right now, it's gonna be very gentle. It's for the low back, maybe a little bit of TRA or transverse low abdominal strengthening. We're also gonna focus in on the breath. We're gonna get right into that sympathetic nervous system. That idea of if we're anxious or in that fight or flight mode, then we're just not coming from, when we are in that fight or flight mode, we're not coming from our smart brain, if that makes sense. And some of our systems in our body systems actually do kind of shut down, they close down when you are in fight or flight mode. And yoga breathing helps to get us back, helps to restore some of that parasympathetic nervous system working. So with that said, this is going to be fairly quick because I actually do have to take my daughter on a walk fairly shortly. I just left her upstairs, hoping, like many of you are, that she's doing her homework because she hasn't been in school for about 2-3 weeks now. So we're all kind of, I know, dealing with this new level of craziness, surrealness in our world. So let's go ahead and get going. Let me just check something. Is this? Oh. Sorry, I heard something from the video, so let's go ahead. What I'd like us to do first, why don't we simply come onto our backs. So just take that nice, full, deep breath in. Go ahead and, if we can, let's breathe in through our nose. So nice, full, long, deep breath in through the nose, and nice, full, long exhale, either the nose or the mouth. We're going to go ahead and bring our knees to chest, as you see I have here. Feel free to close your eyes. What I'd like you to do first, simply allow your head to relax. Let's allow the neck to relax and get nice and long and comfy on the floor, the mat, the earth. We're going to allow the back to relax. Allow that whole back to simply just kind of meld into the earth, the floor, your mat. Close your eyes. It really does help us when we close our eyes to come into our bodies. And again, finding that nice, deep, full inhalation in through the nose. Nice, full exhale, complete exhale out through the nose or the mouth. And take a few more here. Allow, as you inhale, let's allow that belly to open up, blow up like a balloon. As you inhale, allow those ribs to open up. And then as we exhale, we'll allow the belly to deflate back down. We're going to allow the ribs to kind of come back into place. And let's allow the back to flatten out, gently flatten out along the mat here. If it feels good to you, maybe just gently rock a little bit side to side. Throughout this yoga practice, let's always come back into our breath. Nice, full, complete, long inhalation in through the nose. Full, complete, long exhalation out the nose or the mouth. Let's listen to our body. Feel free to close your eyes. If you need to modify or adjust or do anything different for me, that's fully. That's perfect. So let's all listen to our bodies first. And when we're ready, why don't we go ahead, feel free. We'll simply place the feet on the floor of the mat. Let's keep our knees bent. And we're simply gonna, it's very subtle, but what I'd like us to do is let's take your belly button and simply press the belly button into the floor of the mat. And let's go ahead, while we do this, we do want to engage those low abdominals, these very low abdominals, maybe your pelvic floor muscles. So I'd like you to feel the middle of your low gut reaching towards the spine, maybe that middle of the very low gut reaching towards the pelvis or pubic bone. And we'll simply gently do a little bit of rocking forward and back. So now I want you to feel your belly button reaching towards the sky, or that small of the back that tends to hump up. Go ahead and exaggerate that a little bit. So we're simply coming in to our pelvis, and we're rocking that pelvis like it's a bowl, forward and back. Breathing in through the nose. Nice, long, full, complete exhalation through the nose or the mouth. And then take, and we'll rock side to side now with the hips and the pelvis. So allowing the right hip, the right butt cheek to press into the mat or the earth, and then letting the left hip come up, and then we'll switch. The left hip, the left butt cheek presses into the earth, the mat, and the right hip comes up. So simply allowing these to rock side to side. And now let's simply make just nice, gentle pelvic circles. So you'll feel the right hip press into the earth, the bottom of the tailbone point down towards the earth, and then the left hip presses into the earth, and then you're going to feel the belly button reach back towards the earth of the mat. A few more that direction. And when we're ready, let's simply go ahead and switch directions. Let's do here with these, let's begin to keep those low abdominals nice and engaged. So I want you to feel very low, middle low gut muscle reaching back towards the spine, reaching back towards the pelvis. And now, so we're going to get a little bit into our low abdominal strengthening, as well as working with our breath. Keeping those low abdominals nice and engaged, what I'd like you to do is go ahead and flatten out the back along the mat. So if you're like me and you kind of have that natural curve in the low back that lifts up off the mat, I'd like you to flatten that back along the mat. Feel the belly button reaching towards the floor of the earth, the mat. With those low abdominals nice and engaged, we're simply going to begin to lift one leg up at a time. And this here, it looks simple, but if you're doing this right, you are going to feel those low abdominal engaging. And a lot of us, a lot of people have weaker low abdominal muscles and need to work on this. So, and I was here for a long time. Like I stayed right here for about 7-9 months just working on this. So we'll consider this level A or level 1. And if you want to stay right here, awesome. If you'd like to advance this a little bit more, if you can keep your low back flat along the mat, if you can keep those low abs engaged while we're doing this, and again, it's harder than it looks. Then we'll go ahead, we'll keep the legs kind of, going to bring those shins parallel to the floor, and now you're just going to slowly tap one foot down like you're touching that foot and like just dipping your toe in the water. Continue inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Now, exhaling through the mouth. Now, while here, let's keep that low back nice and flat. If you can keep your low back flat and you can keep those low abdominals engaged, we can advance this one more level up. And same arm as leg. When that leg goes to touch down, we're going to bring the arm overhead. We'll bring both back up. And then we'll switch. And again, this is one of those things, I know it looks really easy, but when you're doing this right, you really are working those low abdominals, that nice low transverse abdominis. They tend to be the lazier of all the abdominal muscles. So keeping that back flat, feeling those low abdominals engaged. I want you to feel that gut reaching back towards the spine, reach the middle of the low gut, reaching there towards the pelvis, the pubic bone. We're just going to do a few more. And again, you can be here, maybe you're here, level A. Do this for as long as you need until you feel that those low abdominals are progressing or strengthening, and then you can go up. All right, so wherever we're at, so I'll just take that nice deep breath, inhale, exhale. Once again, we're gonna bring those knees into our chest, and let's go ahead and take a nice, gentle, I forget what this is called at the moment. I know we've all done this if you've done yoga before, but we're gonna bring those feet parallel to the floor. We're gonna open up the hips, happy baby, we call this. This one nice and relaxed. Feel free to close your eyes. If you want to rock side to side, go right ahead. And this is gentle enough. I'd like you, again, let's go into those nice big yoga belly breaths while we're here. Inhaling, take that nice full deep breath in. Exhaling, allowing the belly to release. So as you inhale through the nose, let's let the belly blow up nice and big like a balloon. As you exhale, allow that belly and ribcage to gently deflate. You could stay here all day with this nice gentle stretch. So feel free to enjoy this. Close your eyes in these movements. We're in no hurry here. Let's just come into our body, into that breath, into those places we may be holding tension and stress right now. We're just going to breathe into those spaces, kind of working on gently letting it go. Good. And since we are here on the floor, let's simply take a little bit of bridge pose here. So what I like to do with bridge pose is I bring my heels fairly close to the hips, and then I want hips, knees, and feet in one line. So try not to have your feet way out here. I want to, just like if you were standing, those feet would be directly underneath your hips. Now for bridge, we are going to engage the glutes. So go ahead and give your glutes a little squeeze. You don't have to go squeeze them super tight, but a little squeeze to at least gently engage them. We're also going to engage those low abdominals again. As you inhale, we're going to tilt the pelvis up towards the ceiling. We're going to inhale, come on up. And exhale, lower back down. Now I keep my bridge really shallow. If you want to go deeper into your bridge, go right ahead. Inhaling, slowly coming up. Exhale, slowly lowering back down. I do think it's important, especially if you have low back issues. Engage those glutes. Engage the low abdominals. That's going to help protect our low back. And feel free to stay right here. I prefer to be right here. I keep my bridge really simple. If you want to advance your bridge, you can always bring arms up and overhead while you rise up. Inhaling. Lowering. If you'd like to hold your bridge, feel free to roll up and hold. Or if you want to continue moving through bridge, that's fine. Some people like to bring their hands together, kind of roll onto the shoulders here in bridge. You can lift up a little bit more. Again, let's keep those glutes engaged. Do feel the low abdominals engaged and finding that breath. Inhaling through the nose. So exhale through the nose with the mouth. Maybe holding one more if we can. And then exhale, we're going to slowly, slowly, slowly lower back down. Let's go ahead and take a moment. Let's gently rock side to side. Let's go ahead and take nice, gentle, I'd like to take a few more gentle stretches here. So I'm simply going to bring that left knee to chest, and I'm going to allow my right leg to go nice and long along the floor. Feel free to close your eyes. Feel free to, we don't need to hold on to any muscular contractions here. So release the glutes, release the low abdominals. Breathe in, finding that nice big yoga belly breath as you inhale through the nose, letting your belly fill up like a balloon. And as we exhale through the nose or mouth, allowing that belly to deflate. So we're really getting into our diaphragm with this breath. allowing that diaphragm to really fully, as you inhale, it kind of deflates. It goes all the way down, and as you exhale, that diaphragm kind of comes back into its little dome shape. The diaphragm is one where when we do come into this deep breath, the diaphragm really starts to work. And if you spend a lot of time shallow breathing or breathing with a very shallow breath, your diaphragm's not going to get its full workout going on. So now we're just going to take this left leg, and I'd like us now, we're going to get a little stretch of the glutes. So we're simply going to now bring that bent left knee kind of towards center or midline of the body. Just gives us a little more stretch on the glutes there. And I'm just going to do a quick time check. How does your back feel along the mat? Why don't we go ahead, inhale, exhale, switch. So we're going to go ahead and bend your right knee to chest. We'll allow that left leg to go nice and long. Why don't we go ahead and bring that right leg in towards the midline there. So we're keeping that right knee bent. We're just kind of bringing that leg towards the midline, getting a little bit more of a stretch on the glutes. And feel free to keep your eyes closed. Nice, full, deep, complete inhalation in through the nose. Full exhale through the nose and the mouth. One more. Well, no, actually, let's come up sitting here. So as you're ready, however it feels good to you. So if you'd like, however it feels good to you, go and come sitting up nice and tall. But if you'd like, you can bend your knees, roll over to the right or the left side. And then we're just going to take a nice full breath in. And maybe on the exhale, gently push yourself up, sitting up nice and tall. Let's do a few more. Let's get into a few low back movements here. So we're going to go ahead and do a seated cat-cow, and I'll turn a couple of different directions here. So we'll start here. I want you to inhale. We're going to allow the heart to kind of reach up towards the ceiling. You can make a little bit of a backward C in your back as you inhale, and then exhale, you're going to round the spine, coming into flexion. So inhale, you can lead with the heart, letting the heart begin to reach up either towards the diagonal where the ceiling meets the wall, or maybe begin with the heart reach up towards the ceiling. If you like, you can open up the chin as well as you inhale. So we're going into back extension, and exhale, we're going to round the spine through flexion. And I'm going to turn this direction so you can see two angles of me. Inhaling. So let's do, what we're doing is keep those low abdominals engaged. Exhale, round the spine through cat. So inhale, we come into seated cow. Keeping those low abdominals nice and engaged. Exhale, come into seated cat. Continue at your own tempo and pace. And you can keep cat-cow as shallow or go as deep into it as your spine, your back feels. So whatever feels right to you, whichever version, whatever tempo, whatever breath pace, working with your own breath pace as you inhale, coming into cow. And exhale, round the spine through cat. Let's take one or two more. Good. Deep breath in. And on that inhale, exhale, we'll come sitting up nice and tall. So we're going to take one of my personal favorite movements. I think everybody should do this at least 3-4 times a week with their spine, if not every morning. So we're going to, actually we'll bring our hands here, excuse me. And now what I want you to do is we're going to go through those cat-cow positions, but we're going to inhale. We're going to allow the spine to go side and forward. Again, low abdominals nice and engaged. So feel the middle of the low gut reaching towards the spine. Inhale, spine goes side and forward. Exhale, spine goes side and back. So we're going to draw great big spinal circles, like longitudinal lines around the globe. Inhale, we go side and forward. Exhale, side and back. And I want you to feel, so we're doing our entire spine. So at least up here through that first vertebrae, the atlas they call it. So that first vertebrae that holds our head, all the way down through the entire spine, all the way down to the very bottom of the tailbone. So you're gonna feel your pelvis and your sits bones are rolling and moving around. Inhale, we go side and forward. Exhale, side and back, keeping those low abdominals engaged. Whole spinal movement. And how about, let's take one more. Good, and on that next exhale, we're gonna switch directions and try to do the same number each side. Good, let's just take a nice deep breath in. I've got time for one, maybe two more, and then I actually have to bring my daughter out and about for a quick moment. So let's take it into butterfly here. All right, and I do want you to sit up nice and tall. We're simply gonna allow those legs to open up. For some people, it may feel better if you take a mat or a blanket, or maybe even sit on a pillow. Got pillows right here. So for some people, it feels better for them to elevate the hips, and if that feels better for you, go right ahead. Or you can keep your hips down. Do recognize part of this is going to be genetics. It's going to be your bones, your ligaments, you know, the genetics you were given. So part of this flexibility, part of this is lifestyle. And working on flexibility is good for all of us. Having our muscles being nice and flexible allows fluidity of movement. It allows for more efficient movement. So stretching is good for all of us, whether or not we all are able to let our legs touch the floor is less important as all of us doing it. So what I do like to see though, is I want you to sit up nice and tall. You can find that balance point on the sits bones. Now we're gonna go ahead, keeping those legs nice and wide open. Simply inhale, exhale. We'll lead with the heart, lead with the hands, and we're gonna allow our body to come into a forward fold. And again, I want you to come into a good stretch for you. Doesn't matter what I look like, doesn't matter what maybe your neighbor across the street right now doing this looks like, or if you have your family member you doing it. It's just simply coming into a good stretch for you. And you can always take that inhale, exhale, and maybe we go a little bit deeper into the movement. And I like to even just kind of gently put my elbows on my shins and kind of remind my legs to open up a little bit. And maybe just take an inhale, exhale, completely close the eyes. Let's take a few breaths here to simply relax. Full breath in through the nose, full complete exhalation through the nose or mouth. Good, and let's take one more inhale. Maybe go down a little bit deeper if you can. And as we exhale, we're going to slowly come on up. And let's take our last one here. So we're just going to take a nice gentle twist. So go ahead and feel free to come back here into either easy seated pose, or maybe you let one leg come up above the other. And we're just going to take a deep breath in. Go ahead and reach those arms out nice and wide. Inhale. Long through the spine, chin is parallel to the floor, and as we exhale, let's go ahead and twist to your right. So we do want to think long through the spine, and then simply twist, looking back, finding what feels good to you. Good, and let's take a nice deep breath in. Circle, sweep those arms out nice and wide. Reach with the fingertips. Reach with the arms, reach with the fingertips. Inhaling, lengthen through the entire spine like you're reaching up from the top of your head towards the ceiling. And then exhale. We'll twist to your left. Good, let's circle those arms. Just take that nice deep breath in. We'll do a few of these. Inhale and exhale. We'll bring the hands together at the top of the head and slowly allow the hands to draw down to the midline. Let's do that 2 more times all together, taking that nice full deep breath in, long to the spine. Inhale, reaching out and up. Exhale. One more nice deep breath in. Good, and if you like, we can sit up nice and tall. Maybe feel free to close the eyes. Maybe bring the hands to heart center or Anahata chakra. In prayer position if you like. Or if you prefer, palms can come onto your legs. Maybe the palms face up if it's daytime. If it's the evening, feel free to let those palms face down. Maybe your hands rest on your belly. We'll take a few collective deep breaths in together. Inhaling through the nose. Nice full, long, complete exhalation through the nose if you can. The light in me bows and honors to the light inside of you. Namaste. Thank you for playing along. There'll be more to come soon. Thank you.